The goods and service taxes was an important reform introduced on 1st July 2017 by the Government of India to reform the indirect tax structure of the country. This new initiative also helped in improving ease of doing businesses of India as well as unified and simplified the existing tax system. In this article, we are going to study about the goods and service tax, its features, objectives and benefits. Goods and services taxes GST. Goods and services tax GST is an indirect tax levied on the supply of goods and services for domestic consumption across India. While consumers pay this tax at the point of purchase, it is collected and deposited with the government by the businesses providing these goods and services. GST has unified and replaced a range of previous indirect taxes levied by both the central and state governments. It is implemented nationwide and is based on the principle of value addition at each stage of the supply chain. GST history and evolution in India. The Kelkar Task Force on Indirect Tax suggested the implementation of goods and services tax in 2003 on the lines of value added tax. In 2006, the National Goods and Service Tax implementation was suggested in the budget speech. The One Nation One Tax System bill was introduced in 2014 as the 122nd Amendment. The bill got passed in 2016. The goods and service tax was finally implemented in India on 1st July 2017. Goods and Services Taxes Constitutional Framework. In 2014, the Goods and Services Taxes was introduced in the Parliament in order to provide it a constitutional status. The bill got passed in 2016 as the Constitutional 101 Amendment Act. This amendment brought in 3 new articles to the Constitution. Article 246A. The Parliament and state legislatures both get concurrent power to make laws about GST. The Parliament will have the power to legislate in interstate trade of goods and services. Article 269A. The interstate trade is collected by the central government and then distributed between the center and state on the basis of the numbers recommended by the GST Council. Article 279A. The President of India has the power to outline the functioning and composition of the GST Council. Goods and Service Tax Features. Tax on supply, not sale or manufacture. GST is levied on the supply of goods and services, unlike the earlier regime where tax was imposed at multiple stages like manufacture or sale. Destination-based consumption tax. GST follows the destination principle. Tax revenue goes to the state where goods or services are consumed, not where they are produced. Dual GST structure. India has adopted a dual model, allowing both the center and states to levy GST simultaneously on a common base. 4 components of GST: CGST, Central Goods and Services Tax; SGST, State Goods and Services Tax; UTGST, Union Territory GST; IGST, Integrated GST on interstate supply. Harmonized tax rates. Tax rates are finalized through mutual agreement between the center and state based on GST Council recommendation. Multiple tax slabs. Different goods and services are taxed under various slabs currently, 7 for goods and 5 for services. Threshold exemptions. Small businesses with turnover below specified limits are exempt from GST. The exact exemption threshold varies by category and region. Goods and services tax components. The goods and services tax can be divided into 4 components. Central Goods and Services Tax CGST, levied on interstate and intra-duty on goods and services. The central government can levy as well as collect this tax. All the transactions occurring all over India are to charge this tax alongside the state GST. CGST is charged uniformly all over the country. State Goods and Services Tax SGST. The state government levies and collects this tax from their respective states, applied on all transactions happening in the state along with CGST. The state government has the power to decide their own rates. Union Territories Goods and Services Tax UTGST. The Union Territory that has its own legislature can collect this tax. CGST is also collected alongside the UT translation. Each Union Territory has the authority to decide their own GST rates. Integrated Goods and Services Tax IGST, levied on interstate supply of goods and services. This is also known as combined tax. The central government levies and collects this tax and the collected amount is distributed between the center and the state. The IGST rate remains uniform all over the country. Indirect taxes subsumed under GST. The following indirect taxes are subsumed under the GST. Central taxes subsumed under GST. The goods and service tax replace the following taxes levied and collected by the center: service tax, central sales tax, central excise duty, duty of excise, medicliner and toiletries preparations, additional duties of excise, goods of special importance, additional duties of excise, textiles and textile products, additional duties of customs, commonly known as CBD, special additional duty of customs SAD, central surcharges and cess so far as they relate to the supply of goods and services. State tax subsumed under GST. State tax subsumed under goods and service tax are state VAT or sales tax, purchase tax, entertainment and amusement tax other than those levied by the local bodies, luxury tax, octroi duty and all other forms of entry tax, taxes on lotteries, betting and gambling, mandi tax, taxes on advertisement, state surcharges and cess so far as they relate to the supply of goods and services. Taxes exempted from GST. While maximum indirect taxes have been subsumed under the goods and service tax, there are a few taxes that still stand independent. These taxes are basic custom duty charged on goods imported in India, surcharge on custom duty, custom cess, motor vehicle tax, stamp duty, excise duty on liquor which is levied by the state governments, excise duty on petroleum products which is levied by central government, VAT on petroleum products, VAT on tobacco products, anti-dumping duty and safeguard duty, toll tax and entertainment tax levied by local bodies, Goods and Service Tax Council GST Council. The 101 Constitutional Amendment Act introduced Article 279A empowering the President to establish the GST Council to oversee the implementation and administration of the GST framework in India. The GST Council plays a central role in recommending key aspects of GST such as tax rates, exemptions, laws and procedural rules. To explore the composition, functioning and powers of the GST Council in detail, refer to our comprehensive article on the GST Council. Goods and Service Tax Benefits. The implementation of goods and services taxes had the following benefits: establishment of unified national market. By subsuming numerous central and state taxes into a single tax structure, GST has facilitated the formation of a seamless national market. Elimination of cascading taxes. GST has removed the burden of tax on tax, thereby reducing overall tax incidence and improving business efficiency. Boost to competitiveness. Lower indirect tax rates have enhanced the cost competitiveness of Indian goods and services both domestically and globally. For business and industry, simplified compliance GST is supported by a robust IT infrastructure, streamlining return filing and tax payments, uniform taxation, harmonized tax rates and structures across the country, bring predictability and reduce complexities, enhance competitiveness. Lower transaction cost and removal of cascading taxes improve overall business efficiency and competitiveness for central and state governments. Simplified administration replaces multiple indirect taxes with a single tax, making the system easier to manage through a unified digital platform. Reduced tax evasion, digital trail and simplified procedures enhance transparency and reduce leakages. Improved revenue efficiency. Lower cost of tax collection and increased compliance lead to more efficient revenue mobilization for consumers. Lower tax burden, elimination of tax on tax and rationalized rates reduce the overall tax burden on goods and services. Price stability, transparency and efficiency help curb inflationary pressure, offering relief to end consumers. For states, wider tax base. States can now tax the full value chain including services, expanding their revenue scope. Greater revenue autonomy, empowered to tax the fast growing service sector, boosting state revenues. Investment boost. As a destination based tax, GST benefits consuming states and enhances the investment climate. Higher compliance, uniform tax rates across states discourage tax arbitrage and improve tax discipline.